students, I am Vidyashri from Konothi Science and Commerce PU College, Shikaripura. In the last session, I talked about the definition of the matrices and types of the matrices and equality of the matrices. But in this session, I am going to talk that is one of the major topic on the matrices, that is the operations of matrices. You already know that in numbers, the major fundamental operations depend on the numbers that are addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. These are the fundamental operations on numbers. So similarly, these fundamental operations are defined on matrices. Let us look these operations one by one. The first major fundamental operation is addition. So therefore, the addition of the matrix is defined as like this. For example, in this case matrices, I will give a general example like this. That capital A is equal to A11, A12, A13. And second row is A21, A22, A23. So it is a matrix capital A of the order that is 2 cross 3. I will take another matrix that is capital B is equal to B11, B12, B13. And the second row is B21, B22, B23. It is also of the order 2 cross 3. Look at here. These are the two matrices having the same order. So the one of the major condition for the addition of the matrices should exist is both the matrices should have the same order. Then add the corresponding elements of those matrices. Then the resultant matrix is like this. A plus B is equal to. You get another matrix that is A11 plus B11. We should add the corresponding element of these matrices. Next element is A12 plus B12. Third element is A13 plus B13. This is about first row. Move on to second row. A21 plus B21. A22 plus B22. And A23 plus B23. Look at here. This is the addition of the matrices when the matrix is of the order that is 2 cross 3. So therefore, for the addition of the matrices, there is always the matrices should have the same order. Then the resultant addition of the matrix is having the same order. It is also of the order that is 2 cross 3. So because this is also 2 cross 3, this is also 2 cross 3, then the addition of these two matrices is also of the order 2 cross 3. So therefore, we can state the addition of the matrices like this. Suppose capital A is equal to the matrix Aij of the order m cross n. Capital B is equal to the matrix Bij of the order m cross n. The sum of these two matrices is again gives another matrix that is A plus B is equal to capital C, where capital C is also the matrix Cij of the order m cross n. This is the condition for the existence of addition of the matrices. So like capital A and capital B are the matrices of the same order. Then addition of these two matrices gives another matrix capital C. This is also having the order that is m cross n. Okay. Next I will give an example related to addition of the matrices. Look at here. Suppose capital A is equal to 2, 6, 4, 2. Capital B is equal to the matrix 1, 2, 6, 8. See here. First you have to check the order of these two matrices. This is having the order that is 2 cross 2. Capital B is also having the order 2 cross 2. Addition of these two matrices is possible because these two matrices having the same order. Next one is A plus B is equal to 2 plus 1. First element. Next 6 plus 2. Next one is 4 plus 6. And the last one is 2 plus 8. It is also having the order that is 2 cross 2. So addition of these two matrices is nothing but adding the corresponding element of both the matrices. Then the final sum of these two matrices is 2 plus 1 3, 6 plus 2 8, 4 plus 6 10, 2 plus 8, 10. So it is also having the order 2 cross 2. So this is about the addition of the matrices. This is the first operation defined on the matrices. Then I will move on to define, that is a scalar multiplication of a matrices. The second fundamental operation defined on the matrix is, that is scalar multiplication of matrix. See here, you already know that scalar is nothing but a number or nothing but it is a constant. The name itself indicates it is a multiplication of a matrix by a scalar or scalar multiplication of a matrix. Take here, let us take one example. Let capital A is equal to the matrix 2, 6, 0, 4. You can take any scalar quantity. Let us take k is equal to some constant, that is 2. Here we have to calculate 2 times of a. It is a scalar quantity. Here we are going to multiply the quantity 2 to the matrix capital A. That's why this is called as a scalar multiplication of a matrix. So here 2 into capital A, which is nothing but 2 times of the matrix capital A. Capital A here it is 2, 6, 0, 4. Okay, so 2 times of A is a scalar multiplication. Here we have taken the scalar value that as a 2. So 2 times of A, that is nothing but the final answer is 4, 12, 2 into 2, 4, 2 into 6, 12, 2 into 0, 0, 2 4s are 8. Okay, so here the quantity k is chosen as 2. Therefore, the value of scalar is a 2 times of A. The final answer is also, it is a matrix. The order is here, the first order of the capital A is 2 cross 2. Then the resultant order is also equal to 2 cross 2. Therefore, generally we can define the scalar multiplication of a matrix as follows. See here, that capital A is equal to matrix A, I, J of the order m cross n. You can choose any scalar. So let k is a scalar. So therefore, scalar multiplication of matrix is defined as k times of the matrix capital A, which is equal to k times of the matrix A, I, J. It is also having the order m cross n. It is nothing but the matrix having the element k times of A, I, J of the order m cross n. It is a scalar multiplication of matrix. So therefore, k times of A, I, J indicates the resultant matrix having the elements k times of A, I, J, where A, I, J is the element lying in the ith row, j column. So this is the final element of that matrix, A, k times of A, I, J. So next I will move on to define difference of a matrix. That is nothing but subtraction of a matrix. So third operation defined on the matrix is difference of a matrix. Likewise, we already see about the addition of a matrix. Similarly, we also define the subtraction or a difference of a matrix. Like look at here, let capital A is equal to 4, 6, 0, 4 and capital B is equal to 1, 3, 0, 2. So capital A having the order, that is 2 cross 2. Capital B having the order, that is also 2 cross 2. So before going to subtract the matrix, you should concentrate whether these two matrices having the same order or not. So because if the matrices have the same order, then only the subtraction or the difference of the matrix exists. Otherwise, the subtraction does not exist. So therefore, in this case, these two matrices have the same order. So there is existence of difference. Therefore, A minus B is equal to 4, 6, 0, 4 minus 1, 3, 0, 2. We have to subtract the corresponding element of both A as well as B. So look at here. So A minus B is nothing but 4 minus 1, that is 3, 6 minus 3, that is 3, 0 minus 0, 0, 4 minus 2, that is 2. So here also the matrix is of the order 2 cross 2. The final matrix is also having the order 2 cross 2. Generally, we can state the difference of the matrix is as follows. Capital A is equal to the matrix A, I, J of the order m cross n. Capital B is equal to matrix B, I, J of the order m cross n. Look at here. These two matrices having the same order. The difference of A and B is taken as A minus B is equal to some other matrix capital D. Capital D is nothing but it is a matrix that is D, I, J of the order m cross n. So where D, I, J is nothing but A, I, J minus B, I, J. Means subtraction of these two elements gives the another matrix that is Dij of the order m cross n. Then this is about the addition, subtraction and multiplication of a matrix by a scalar. So the next one is I will move on to discuss the major properties of both addition of a matrix as well as a scalar multiplication of a matrix. Look at here. First I will explain the properties on addition of a matrix. So one of the properties you already know that is a first property of the addition of the matrix is commutative law. The first one is commutative law. And the second one is associative law. For numbers, you already know the commutative property. That is, for a 2 plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 2. Because LHS is equal to RHS. This is the commutative law for numbers. So this can be generalized for matrices also. For a commutative law for matrices is nothing but, suppose capital A is equal to matrix A, I, J of the order m cross n. Capital B is equal to matrix B, I, J of the order m cross n. So addition of these two matrices, that is A plus B is equal to B plus A. This is the commutative law for the matrix addition. That is A plus B is equal to B plus A. So similarly, associative law, to define associative law, we have to take the three matrices. So associative law for the addition is A plus B of plus C is equal to A plus of B plus C. And the third law is existence of additive identity. You already know that the additive identity for numbers is 0 because 2 plus 0 is equal to 2 itself. You can take any number and add 0 to that number gives the original number. So for this matrix, the additive identity for matrix is a 0 matrix. For every matrix, you can take 0. It is one of the additive identity for all the matrices. That is A plus O, which is equal to A. It can also be taken as O plus A. Here capital O represents the 0 matrix, where capital O is 0 matrix. For every matrix, you can add the 0 matrix of the same order, then the resultant matrix is the original matrix. And the last one is existence of additive inverse. Generally, for example, let A is a number. can choose any number, arbitrary number. If we add the negative of that number, suppose 2 is given, if we add the negative of that number, we get the resultant as a 0. Therefore, for plus 2, minus 2 is the additive inverse of that element. Similarly, for matrices, if we take capital A as a matrix, the negative of that matrix, that is minus of A. So A plus of minus A, which gives the resultant as a 0 matrix. So therefore, we can say minus A is the additive inverse of capital A, or plus A is the inverse of the minus A. So because the resultant matrix is nothing but a 0 matrix. Therefore, it is a inverse of the matrix capital A. A is the inverse of minus A, or minus A is the inverse of plus A. So because the resultant is nothing but that is a 0 matrix. These are the fundamental laws for the matrix addition. First one is the commutative law, next one is associative law, third one additive identity, and the last one is additive inverse. Next I will explain that is the properties on scalar multiplication. So next one is properties on scalar multiplication. So scalars is a constant terms. So in this case we have to define the major two properties on scalar multiplication. So first one is k times of A plus B is equal to k times of A plus k times of B. And the second property is k plus L times of capital A is equal to k times of A plus L times of A. In this case, where capital A is equal to matrix A ij of the order m cross n, and capital B is also matrix, that is B ij of the order m cross n, where k and L are the scalars. Look at here, capital A and capital B are those two matrices, where k and L are the scalars. The first line indicates k times of A plus B is equal to k times of A plus k times of B. And the second line is addition of these two scalars and then multiply with the matrix. The resultant is equal to k times of A plus L times of A. So next I will move on to explain one of the example regarding these three properties. So look at here, find the values of capital X and capital Y. Find the values of X and Y where X plus Y is equal to 5, 6, 0, 9 and X minus Y is equal to 3, 2, 0, minus 5. See here capital X and capital Y are not the variables. These capital X and capital Y indicate they are the matrices because they are already given, they are in the capital letters. We have to calculate the capital X and capital Y, that are the matrices. So X plus Y, the first equation indicates X plus Y is equal to 5, 6, 0, 9. And the second equation, that is X minus Y is equal to 3, 2, 0, minus 1. We have to calculate the values of X and Y by elimination method. You can use the elimination method. So adding these two equations, so one of the element is removed, that is Y is removed, remains only 2 times of X. So follow it like this, adding 1 plus 2. First add the LHS of these two equations, X plus Y plus X minus Y. So next move on to RHS. The RHS in the first equation, that is 5, 6, 0, 9. And in the second equation, the RHS is 3, 2, 0, minus 1. So adding these two, so we can get plus y minus y get cancelled. 2 times of X is equal to 5 plus 3 is 8, 6 plus 2 is 8, 0 plus 0 is 0, 9 minus 1 is, again it is 8. Okay, and capital X is equal to, it is a scalar multiplication, that is 1 by 2 times of 8, 8, 0, 8. The final answer is, that is 4, 4, 0, 4. So divide this matrix by 2. Then you get the answer for x. Capital X is equal to 4404. It is the value for x. Similarly, we can calculate the capital Y also. First we are adding these two equations. In the second case, we are subtracting these two equations, then get the value for Y. So look at here. X minus Y. That is nothing but 1. Equation 1 minus equation 2. Again, in the left hand side, x plus y minus of x minus 5. This is left hand side. Again, move on to right hand side, which is equal to, first matrix is 5, 6, 0, 9. Minus of 3, 2, 0, minus 1. 3, 2, 0, minus 1. So here, x plus y minus x plus y. So which is equal to, the matrix 5 minus 3 is 2, 6 minus 2 is 4, 0 minus 0, 0, 9 minus of minus 1 is, that is 10. Then plus x minus x get cancelled. Then finally 2 times of y is equal to 2, 4, 0, 10. Then capital Y is nothing but 1 by 2 times of 2, 4, 0, 10. So capital Y is equal to 1 by 2 times of 2, 4, 0, 10. The final answer for capital Y is, so capital Y is equal to 1, 2, 0, 5. So this is the value for capital Y. So again 1 by 2 times of 2, 4, 0, 10, that is 2 by 2, that is 1, 4 by 2, 2, 0 by 2, 0, 10 by 2, 5. So therefore the final answer for capital Y is 1, 2, 0, 5. So this is the answer for capital Y. So this is one of the applications that is using here. Here we are going to using both addition of the matrices, subtraction of the matrix, again scalar multiplication of the matrix. So well, dear students, today I will conclude my topic regarding the operations on the matrices. In the next session, I am going to explain one of the basic concept, that is the multiplication of the matrices. Thank you for watching this video.